What's up guys, today I'll show you how to set up mailcow inside CloudPanel so that you can send and receive email messages inside CloudPanel. As you have known, CloudPanel doesn't have an email feature like CyberPanel or AA panel, but today I'll show you how to do it with mailcow. So you'll just need one server and one IP for this method. And of course, you need a VPS with open port 25 so that you can send and receive email messages. Let's start. Okay, we need a VPS first and of course a domain name. So I suggest you use Rocknerd VPS or Contabo VPS because they have open port 25. So let's go to Rocknerd VPS. And let's go to VPS and KVM VPS. So don't use AMD Ryzen because they don't have Los Angeles. You'll know later on why we need Los Angeles. So let's go to KVM VPS and scroll down. We need at least 6 GB of RAM in order to install mailcow. So mailcow is power hungry, but it is one of the best email servers out there. So you need at least 6 GB of RAM, and if you want to have a 4 GB of RAM, you need to disable Clam AV, the antivirus. So you need at least 6 GB of RAM for that. Just click order now, and in location you need to choose Los Angeles because we need an IPv6 in order to send emails in Gmail and ProtonMail. The operating system is Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. So if you don't need an additional IP, you just choose none, and you'll need to click continue and just click checkout. And of course you need to create an account, or if you have an account already on Rocknerd, you will just choose the account, or you need to create one. And of course Rocknerd accepts PayPal, Bitcoin, or wire transfer. So you just need to complete the order, and the VPS control panel login details is sent to you on your email as well as your root password. So once you have activated your Rocknerd, you need to log into its VPS control panel. So let's go to VPS control panel. Okay, this is my VPS control panel, and you need to have at least one IPv6. So you need to contact Rocknerd support that you need an IPv6, and of course you need to tell them that you need to set up your reverse DNS to mail.domain.com. In my case, I have set mail.webchunks.shop, and I let Rocknerd know that I want to set my reverse DNS to mail.webchunks.shop as well as my IPv6. So they handle the reverse DNS, and you just need to contact them in order to change your reverse DNS. And before I forgot, you need also to set your host name to your mail.domain.com or whatever you want to put it here, MX inbox. So it's much easier to make it mail.domain.com. So you need to change that on your command line. And if you don't know how to change that in your command line, just go to host name here and change it to your own domain. It will be webchunks.shop. So we're good to go. Later on, I will tell you how you will enable IPv6 before we begin installing mailcow. Okay, let's start installing CloudPanel. So this is the tutorial I've made. So if you want to have a tutorial, this is a tutorial made for mailcow and CloudPanel. So of course we need to install CloudPanel first. Before we begin, we need to connect to our VPS. So in order to do that, we need to download and install a free SSH client called Bitwise. I'll put a link on the description down below so that you can download it. So just run Bitwise. Okay, in beside host is your VPS IP address. Choose port 22 and use root as your username. So just click login, click accept and save, and paste your password here. So your root password is sent to you on your email by Racknerd once you have activated Racknerd VPS. Okay, just click OK. Click New Terminal Console. And we are connected to our VPS. So first things first, we need to check if there is any update. If there is, we need to install it with upgrade. So hit enter. And next we will enable our IPv6. If your VPS disables IPv6 by default, you need to enable it. So we need to go to nano ac ctl.conf. Okay, let's scroll down. So if this value is 1, this IP is disabled. So we need to set it as 0. So let's be 0, 0, and 0. In order to save this one, just Control X, Y, and hit enter. And we will reboot our server. Okay, let's close this one and we'll open a new terminal console. Next, we will install CloudPanel. So just copy this one for the installation script, or you can find the complete installation of CloudPanel of your choice. So we will install MariaDB 10.11. So this one is 10.11, so just copy this one. Okay, now we have installed CloudPanel. Let's access CloudPanel and let's create an admin user. Okay, let's say web shanks. So let's create a username called webshanks, and let's say hi at webshanks.shop, and let's create a secure password. So okay, let's agree to the license terms and create user. Okay, let's log in with the newly created account. Okay, great. We are now on our CloudPanel dashboard. And next, we will set a domain, or rather a subdomain, to access our CloudPanel. We will not be using an IP address because it's much easier to have subdomain. So let's go to admin area, go to settings, and we will add our custom domain here. So for easier, let's say cp.webshanks.store, or sorry, let's shop rather, So before you save, you need to have an A record for this subdomain. So let's go to Namecheap and Cloudflare. Okay, now I am on my Namecheap account. I have purchased webshanks.shop. Let's go to manage, and we'll be using Cloudflare's DNS. So just go to custom DNS, and let's paste the two name servers here Cloudflare. So let's go to Cloudflare. Okay, we'll add a site, so let's get started. That will be webshanks.shop. Continue. And you can just choose a free plan. We will be assigned with a Cloudflare name server, so we'll just copy this one, paste it here, and the second one just copy and paste it here. So just click this save. Okay, we'll wait for a few hours or minutes for the propagation to start. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's go first to Cloudflare and let's refresh. Okay, it's still pending, but we can add a DNS for our CloudPanel. Okay, so we'll add a new record. So it will be A, so that will be CP. And our IPv4 address is this. I'll just copy this one. I will not be using proxy, so I'll just save. And if you notice that I have already configured two A records, so for the A record for the root domain and a record for the mail host name. Okay, we'll just wait so that we can proceed. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, perfect. We have our domain active on Cloudflare. Let's go back to CloudPanel and let's click save. Okay, great. Now we will access our CloudPanel using this custom domain. Okay, we'll log in first. And next we will install mailcow. Okay, let's go back and we will first install Docker. So we will copy this, and okay, we'll need a new terminal and just paste here, hit enter. Okay, perfect. Now let's install mailcow, but we need to add A records. So I've already added the top level domain and also the mail host name. Now we will add an Amex record. So let's go to our Cloudflare and let's add an Amex record. So choose Amex record. That will be at, and our mail host name will be webshanks, mail.webshanks.shop. So we will set the time to live to auto, and our priority is 10. So just click save, and we will install mailcow. So let's go directly to cd opt directory, the opt directory. So we'll clone mailcow, enter, and let's go to the directory mailcow dash Christ, and we will initialize mailcow. So you need to copy this command and paste it here, hit enter. Okay, we will enter our host name, that will be mail.webchunks.shop. So my time zone is as is, so I'll just hit enter. So we need the master branch, which is stable, so we'll choose 1. Okay, perfect. Next, we will disable postfix. So in order to do that, you need to copy this command and paste it here, hit enter. Perfect. Next, we will set the port for HTTP and HTTPS. So we need to go to this directory, Control W to find the HTTP. Okay, we will set the HTTP port to 7080. So our HTTP bind will be localhost. Okay, just paste it here, and for HTTPS port it will be 7443. And the HTTPS bind is the same with HTTP bind. So in order to save this one, just Control X, choose Y, hit enter. Now let's start mailcow. So in order to do that, we will need this command to pull and start mailcow using compose op-d. So just paste it here, hit enter. Now we have installed and started mailcow. Next, we will add a reverse proxy so that we can access our mailcow. So let's go back to CloudPanel. Okay, just click add site. Okay, just scroll down and just click create reverse proxy. So that will be, put your domain name here, that will be mail.webchunks.shop, and use HTTPS, and do not use port 8000, that will be 7443. So just click create. Okay, great. Next, in order to access this with an SSL, we need to issue a Let's Encrypt certificate. So just click manage, go to SSL TLS, and just go to actions and just click new Let's Encrypt certificate. So be sure you have already added this to your Cloudflare. Okay, we have already added this one, and next we will just click create and install. Okay, perfect. Now we can access our mailcow using this domain. So we'll just click this one. Okay, now we will log in using the default login credentials. That will be admin. For your username and password will be MOOHOO. So that'll be Moohoo. Just click login. So now we are here on our mailcow inside CloudPanel. So now you have successfully set up mailcow, but in order to send and receive emails, you need to configure mailcow. So we need to add a domain. So just go to email, click configuration, click add domain. That will be our websharks.shop. You can set some configurations here like aliases, mailboxes. So I'll just leave them as is and just go to add domain and start so go. Okay, perfect. So now we will map the DNS records. Just click the DNS here. It's the DNS button. So let's click this one here. So we will map the records that doesn't have a check mark. So by the way, this one is operation timed out. So we can remedy this one by releasing the 25 port TCP. So you need to go to the terminal console. So that will be ufw allow 25 TCP. So just hit enter. Okay, perfect. Okay, we will close this one and just click the DNS again. Okay, perfect. We now have the correct data. So let's start mapping. So we'll start the IPv6. So this one is a type for ACE. This is okay. I'll just copy the name and the data. Okay, we'll just disable the proxy. Hit save. Next, the PTR. So we'll add a record. Choose PTR. Copy the name. Sorry. It will be okay, and do not copy the that will be the mail.websharks.shop. Sorry for that. PTR. Time to live is auto. Next, for the TCP, so this will be at TLSA type. Go to TLSA name, copy this one, and we need to add this G11 here. So that will be 3, 1, and 1, and copy the remaining record the data. So do not copy the G11 and just click save. So it's check mark. We'll just ignore this one because we have already added this one, and the CNAME. We'll add the CNAME. Sorry, that will be CNAME. This will be the name, the correct data. I'll just disable the proxy again. Hit save. The SRV record SRV. So paste it here. will be mail.webchunk.shop. Do not include the 443. That will be the port. Since there is no priority, that will be 0, 0. The port will be 443 and paste the target here. And hit save. Next, another CNAME. Paste it here. And that will be the data. Click save. So the text record will be the SPF record. So if you don't know how to add an SPF record, I've laid the record here because I want to make your life easier. Okay, it's right here. So for SPF, okay, you can follow the link, this one, or you can just use my guide, so it will make your life easier. So replace your IP6 value with your own IPv6 and IP4 with your own IPv4. So I'll just copy this one. We will need to add a text record, so that will be text record. That will be webchunks.shop, and the content will be this one. So be sure your IPv6 is the same format with this one. Okay, so we need to change this one because it is the same format with our data here. So do not ignore this one because it might affect delivery issues. So I have changed that one with my own IPv6 with the format here, and I'll just click save. Next, we will add a DMARC, so that will be another text record. So just copy this one and let's paste it here. It will be the name will be DMARC, and just hit save. And finally, our the DKIM record. So these three are very important. We'll need a text record again. Okay, I'll just copy the name and this is the value. So just paste it here and just hit save. Okay, we'll just close this one. If all are correctly mapped on our Cloudflare, it will check the record for the current state will be green. So I'll just close this one and wait for a few minutes for the records to propagate. Okay, let's check our records. Okay, perfect. That will be all green except for this one, so just ignore this one because it will I think it's a bug or something. So now we will create a mailbox. So just go to mailbox and add mailbox. So let's say that will be Tony. Let's generate a password. Copy this one and scroll down. We need to enforce a TLS incoming and of course the outgoing. So you can limit your messages per second here. It's mailcow is really amazing, and just click add. Okay, just click don't not now. Now let's go to apps, webmail. So I will just click it here for a new tab. Okay, let's log in using our created email. Tony at webchunks.shop, and I'll paste the password here and hit login. Okay, now let's test our mailcow. So we will go to mail tester. We'll send a test email to mail tester, Gmail, and Proton Mail. So I'll just open the 3 of them. So that will be mail tester. Okay, let's open Gmail and Proton Mail. Okay, great. Let's go back to our mailcow. We will send a test email. Okay, let's add a recipient. First, we'll need to test our email with mail tester. Next, we'll send to Gmail. And Proton Mail. Okay, I'm going to send a test email. So that will be my body, and this will be our subject. So just click send. Okay, let's go first to mail tester. So we already got the first email directly to our inbox. And okay, let's check our score. Let's see how it goes. And perfect, we have a 10 over 10. So it's only the at webchunks.shop, and we are all green. So this one I have created a YouTube tutorial for you to follow. So it will be all green check marks here. So it is a list and subscribe if you want to send 5,000 emails or more per day. So we have directly received the email message on our inbox on Gmail, as well as our Proton Mail. So let's try to reply. If we can reply, sure thing, we will be there. Okay, I'll just click send. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, that is the personal calendar and address book. Okay, we'll just wait for a few minutes. Okay, perfect. We received the reply from Gmail. So now you have successfully set up mailcow on CloudPanel. Now you have a fully functional email with web hosting control panel. So this is the perfect alternative to cPanel if you don't want to use cPanel. And next, so lastly, we will secure our mailcow. So in order to secure mailcow, we don't want this to appear on search engines. So this will be our personal link. And let's go back to our CloudPanel. Let's go to security and scroll down. We will use a basic authentication for this. So in order to access this one, we will add a first layer of security. So let's say webchunks and auth, and I'll set the password. So I'll just hit save. Okay, perfect. And now let's access our mailcow, if we can access this one. Okay, great. Okay, webchunks, auth, and our password. Okay, perfect. We have accessed our mailcow with the protection of basic authentication. So if you want to secure your mailcow, I've laid a security task here for especially on DNSSEC, and of course you need to remove the admin and Moho account. So just go to system and just click configuration, and you need to add another administrator aside from admins. So we'll see webshanks. We'll set this as webshanks, and let's generate a password and just click add. Then we will log out. We will log in using our newly created administrator so that we can remove this admin. So let's log out. Okay, let's log in. Paste our password here. Just click login, and we will remove the admin administrator account. Okay, let's remove this one. So now we have secured our mailcow. If you want to add more domains, I have created a separate video for that. I will put a link on the description below so that you can add another domains within mailcow. So that's it. We have successfully configured mailcow within our CloudPanel, so that CloudPanel has a mail feature. So mailcow is feature-rich email server that is free and open source. So that's it. You just need one server and domain to install mailcow in CloudPanel. You don't need another VPS for that, and be sure your VPS has an open port 25 in order to send and receive emails. So that's it. This is how you will configure mailcow within CloudPanel so that CloudPanel will become a perfect, or at least the best, cPanel alternative out there. So if you have any questions, just comment them down on the comments section down below, and I'll try to answer them all. If this video helped you in any way, please hit that like button, smash that like button, and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.